Howdy all, and welcome to Lac Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. Alright, so I am still down here. Look, oh, you know what? I didn't turn my sound down. I got spoiled. It stopped doing that. And now it started doing it again. Or maybe it's my imagination. One of the two. So... Oh. Still looking for chests. I've been down in here, it looks like. At least that's what I gather from all the loose blocks laying around. And then this obviously does not lead down into a place. Well, you know, I might find a mob trap, I guess. But I'm just about ready to... Where'd that guy come from? Oh. Oh, dang it. Oh, well, it went away fast. Apparently I've been over here. The weird delay I get with lighting on these snapshots is bizarre to me. And I still don't like how those zombies raise their arms up like that. It's so bizarre, man. Fix it. I mean, I don't have a problem with you wanting an indicator, but could we switch to... I don't know. Something different? I see all these raw materials that I'm just ignoring. I'm like, oh, I should... And then I remember... No, this is Minecraft. I am pretty set for those kinds of raw materials. This isn't the right one where I need raw supplies. Hey now, I see you trying to get to me. As I sneak over here to put you out. You can't hit me. So... realizing that it's only been like a day since my last recording, I don't know that really much has happened. You know, I like to talk about what's going on in my life during these. Oop. Watched a weird documentary last night. It's called the Wolf Pack, and it was about these this guy and his wife have kept their children locked up in New York for years, like their whole lives, basically, because they're afraid that something might happen to them if they go outside. And they were pretty bizarre. I mean, they weren't totally weird, but they were pretty weird. Which is alright. There's nothing wrong with being weird. Being kept in an apartment in the middle of New York City, though, seems weird to me. Says the guy who would like to never have to leave his house again, right? Isn't that bizarre? I'm like, oh man, look at those people. Kept in their house, they never go outside. The one guy talks about how sometimes they might get out of the apartment once or twice a year, and some years they never left the apartment. And I'm like, man, that's just bizarre. And then, you know, I sit here thinking, I wish I never had to leave the house. If I was wealthy and lived somewhere where they delivered, there's a chance I might not leave the house. What would be the point? I don't really hang out with people. I don't like live music or anything like that. I was hoping there might be some diamonds here. There were not. Sometimes you get diamonds around a lava pool like that. Yeah. I guess the part for me that was so weird was that they sit down and write out I was going to say lyrics. They write out the dialogue for movies, and then they act out the scenes from the movies. Because there's like 5 of them. So that's a bit bizarre to me. But I guess if you're like being into theater, that wouldn't be so weird, right? I mean, you'd want to act out scenes from your favorite movies. Although I'm into... Well, that's still not the same thing. I was going to say, I'm into video games, but I don't act out things from my video games. But that's not quite the same. I'm not into theater, so why would I act it out? Man, I was hoping I could get out of here easily, but I don't think that's going to happen. I've given up on those minecarts. That's where we've reached. Alright, I'm going to dig my way out of here, and then we'll go back to exploring the surface. See if we can't find another minecart rolls, or maybe find some ice biomes, snow biomes. Oh, look at that. Right here, some more. Some more mine shaft that hasn't been explored. Just what I was looking for. Weird. I can't believe that I didn't explore this. It looks like I've been here, though. Look I've been right over there. Why didn't I make it to this part over here? I don't know. How much wood do I have on me? 2. I better grab some more wood. I need some more... some more torches. And somehow I chopped down all that wood and I only got 5. You guys want to join me in my inventory, or what's going on there, huh? And then today I watched anime called The Tale of Princess Kaguya. And wasn't bad. It was a little slow. It's kind of like Thumbelina, only it's based off of one of the oldest Japanese writings, folktale. And what I was not expecting was when it got to the end of the... ooh, I see light. This tunnel might lead us out. How high up are we here? 44 is not out. That was weird that I could see up in there. I thought there was light, but there is no light. That was just my imagination. Basically a woodcutter found a little girl in the forest who grew up out of a bamboo shoot. He's a bamboo cutter, and so he took her home, and then she turned into a baby, and then him and his wife raised her as their own. And then he found a bunch of money in the forest in the bamboo shoots. And then... he found a bunch of robes in a bamboo in the forest. And so he decided that the heavens, who had sent the girl to them, wanted her to be raised as a princess, and so he took her away from the forest, and they tried to raise her as a proper Japanese lady, which, not gonna lie, I found some weird things with that. I learned some new things about the Japanese culture I wasn't aware of. All the anime I've ever watched, and all the Japanese-based movies I've ever watched, and it's a good chunk, I have never seen them blacken their teeth. Which apparently was a thing that they've been doing since prehistory in Japan. And they use specific plants for it. And the soot from these plants actually stops tooth decay. And it was used to show that a woman or a man was married, although it was more common for women to do it than men. And that was just really bizarre to me. Like, I looked up why they would blacken their teeth, because they don't explain why in the movie. They just want to blacken the girl's teeth, because that's what a proper lady does. And I'm like, what? I've never heard of that. And then I wanted to find the explanation, and the explanation was, we don't know why. We know that it stopped tooth decay. That was it. We know that it stopped tooth decay. But they've been doing it in Japan so long that nobody knows the actual reason why. And they had some pictures, because it's still practiced occasionally. Oh, dang it. I was hoping that was going to be the cart. Hoping that was going to be the cart that would lead us home. It was not. Because obviously this isn't Quantum Leap. But, yes, that was a weird thing I learned today. Was they used to, and they still occasionally do, it's only practiced amongst geisha now, I guess, which is not a common thing. Like, I don't even know what you would call it now. So it's not like it's an actual thing, I guess, anymore, but it's just like historical reenactment kind of thing, or, you know, like they got those specialized shops where people go and eat and things like that in Japan, where everyone's dressed as a robot alien zombie maid, or you know. And so it was just like that. And not there's anything wrong with wanting to eat in a restaurant where people are dressed like alien robot zombie maids. I don't have a problem with that. I might even go there just to see what it's like. But it does make me giggle, so too bad you're stuck with my giggle. It's not a mean giggle, it's just that's a funny thing. Robot. Oh, look, I found my way out. Alright, we're done. We're out of here. Wait, isn't this... I was going to say, isn't this my way out? I swear this is where I came from. Dang it, Shield. Will you let me put down a block so I can get out of here? But yeah, so after a while, there's a whole story arc in it where the princes come to try and marry her, and she sets each one of them an impossible task because she doesn't want to get married. And uh-oh. I mean, they said it for themselves, basically. They They're like, you're more precious than the jeweled branches of the trees of wherever. And so she's like, all right, well then, if you bring me back one of the branches from one of these jeweled trees, I'll marry you. And he's like, what? Well, they're not. And she's like, if I'm to be your treasure, then you've got to bring back treasure. Uh, and hold on, I've got a huge spider trying to get on me here. It had to be dealt with. Okay. I think I just blocked myself in accidentally. Yeah, there was a huge spider coming down from the ceiling, and I didn't want it to get on me. But, and then one of them's like, you're more precious than the begging bowl of Buddha. I didn't know that was a thing. And, so then, okay. That's where we came from, right? And then I went out into the ocean, maybe? Yeah, there's the skeleton horse. I remember the skeleton horse. That looks like a different skeleton horse than the one I saw before. That one will probably also turn into skeletons. Let's grab some wood here, and I'm going to make a new boat. And then we'll sail away. I kind of want to look at the boats again because the recent patch changed some of the things that happened with boats. And so I want to see what it looks like. Alright, I need a shovel. Whoops, that's not how you make a shovel. A shovel and some of this. Alright, we got oak boat. And then we can head down to the shoreline and get out of here. And head out into the wild blue yonder. Head out into the... doesn't exist. Actually, I'm probably going to swing by this horse here. It still fills with water. I was hoping they'd fix that filling with water. I guess they did something with the way it renders the ores and stuff. So, okay, let's get the right ore going here. And then... I don't think I believe what I was told. Are you a trapped horse or... Yes. No! Why can't I move? Get away! Oh no! They got me out of my boat. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Go! Get away from him. It was a trapped... Those things are not as rare as I thought they were going to be. If you just get some lightning, apparently you can get all the skeleton horses you want. But so, anyways, the one of the begging, compared to the begging bowl of Buddha, one to a jeweled tree something, jeweled limb off of a tree. One comparator to the cloak of the fire rat or something bizarre like that. Is this where I just found a red desert? Another mesa biome. Oh yeah, they don't break anymore, I forgot. Can I get out though, please? Thank you. Why don't you come with me? Or they might break if you're going fast enough. I don't know what the deal is with them now. And just in case this isn't very big. Oh, it looks like it might be. I really would like some ice though, man. But, what I really ought to do is finish off my city and then just start a new map. That's what I need to do. And then I can just cut and paste my city back in and let all new terrain generate. That's going to happen one of these days. And then one of them wanted to get a cowrie shell, which is a snail shell. But this one's special, and it comes from sparrow nests, apparently, and it eases childbirth. Dude, that is a giant sand mountain. Oh no, it's stone. It just hasn't rendered in for me yet. Look at that. It does not want to render that in. Ooh, you know, one of the things that that I saw got changed, which I thought was a great thing, is what are they called? Strongholds are now 128 strongholds per world instead of 3. So that's awesome. Because strongholds are also a good source of... Oh, you know what? I don't have my subtitles on today. Where's my cheaty subtitles, man? Ow. Something tripped. Something tripped, it said. Was it me? Did I trip? I'm pretty sure I fell. That was not the same thing as tripping. Splashing sounds. Bat squeaks. Chicken clucks. Block broken? Who broke a block? Minecart rolls. See that? There's another thing underneath of us here. I'm not going to go after this one, though. I don't think. I want to find an igloo. Spider hisses. Anyways, I'm going to get distracted by these subtitles. They're funny. Oh, I thought maybe this would be huge. It wasn't that big. Sheep are supposed to drop wool when you kill them. I thought they always did. Yep, that looks really similar. Yeah, so then, one comparator to the dragon, the jewel on some dragon's back, and so she sent each one of them off to get their thing. The one guy went and hired some people to make the jeweled limb, and then they showed up demanding their payment when he was trying to show it to her. And so then he was a cheater, so he snuck off with his jeweled limb before they could actually get the money from him. And then that was the jeweled limb guy. And then the beggar's bowl guy, he didn't even go. He just came back with a flower, and he's like, I was sitting on a rock and I realized that you didn't actually want the bowl, you wanted the beauty of nature, and so I found this rare wild flower. And he's going on, and then when he opens the curtain, it's his wife sitting in there instead of the princess. And so that was funny. And then another minecart rolls. Ow. Skeleton hurts. You're right, subtitle. Skeleton does hurt. And then the fire rat cloth guy, he came back with some cloth that he had spent all his money making, because obviously there aren't fire rats. And so she's like, if that is truly from the fire rat, then throw it in the fire. And he's like, what? And she's like, well, if it's from the fire rat, it won't burn, so throw it in the fire. And so they throw it in the fire, and it doesn't burn for a second, and then it just goes poof into smoke. And which was funny. And then he's like, "Oh, my entire fortune was spent on that." And then, oh, witch. Run from the witch. And then, oh, dang it. It's another witch. Don't give me witch. And then, the one that went after the dragon piece, he got so scared by a storm that he just gave up. Because he was out in the ocean during a huge... Alright, I'm a little nervous about those pigs. Dang it. I was scratching my chin. And then the last one fell and broke his neck. Trying to get the cowrie shell. He didn't get anything. He grabbed a baby... Or an egg with a baby sparrow in it. And fell and broke his neck. And that was the end of him. Whoop, Enderman. Whoop, whoop. There you go. You know, the sound they make when they move is a whoop, but that was just talking. Shouldn't that just be like Enderman talks? Uh-oh. Okay. I don't know what happened there, but I went to get in my boat, and my boat just vanished. Nope, that's a squid. I'll say, oh, there's my boat over there, but nope, that was a squid. I'm now boatless. I'm gonna have to make a new boat. Well, this is not being very productive. Where are we at, by the way, at this point? 1,000 negative, almost negative 5,000 now. Trying to find new enchants. I am going to look for snow. Somewhere there's got to be snow, man. Do you want to build a snowman? The answer is no, man. I don't want to build a snowman. But yeah, eventually there was a big twist in the movie. Spoilers. She's an alien. That is literally, I'm not joking, in the original story, written down, that is literally what she is. Hey, Twitchy, dude. They placed her on the planet so that she would be safe from a celestial war. And then when it was safe, they came back to pick her up. And so they flew down on their clouds in the animated film I was watching. And took her with them. Igloos are not in the mountains, so we've got to find a snowy plain. Could you get in the boat, please? Seriously? Get out of my boat! Silly spider. Think you can just join me in the boat? But yeah, they came down, they gave her a cloak that made her forget all her feelings about Earthlings. And then she flew away after she forgot all about Earthlings. And yes. It was the ancient aliens. Oh, that was too funny. Alright, was it 3A? Reboot everything here. Reloading all chunks. Hey, while you're reloading chunks, could you reload me some snow? Alright, real quick before we go. I don't understand. There's supposed to be a way to paddle faster, and I'm like, tapping does not do it. Because look, this is what happens when I tap, and there's supposed to be a certain rhythm where your guy will paddle faster. And then someone told me it's quickly alternating between left and right, but look at what happens when I alternate between left and right. He's not paddling faster, and if you... And if you go too slow at it, he turns left and right. So, as far as I can tell, just holding down A and D is the fastest way for me. I'm not saying it's not possible, I'm just saying that I can't seem to manage it. Well, I think with that, I am going to call it a day. So click like if you like, subscribe to be sure and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.